Hi, for All Nation, Old and New Testament Ministry. We have the honor again. Today we have my special guest, my special friend, Muhammad Shahid Nayyar. Again, welcome. As we have the interview earlier, we talk about the situation of in Pakistan, the health issues, and the transportation system and all the system. And as we all know that what Muhammad Shahid told us. And today we're gonna ask him that how the system can be better, what can be done, and all this. So we would say that first of all, thank you so much again, and please go ahead, tell us what can be done.
The things can be done. The most important thing is education. So the young people need to spread the message. We do not need to follow whatever the other people says. We need to investigate who is right and who is wrong. Here in America, how people give a vote. You've seen that nobody own the political parties. So we need to build a better democratic system in Pakistan. Right now we call a democracy.
But that's paralytic democracy.
It's not even a democracy. It's the way to do the corruption. It's the way to build your own self. Go to the background of the Mr. Nawaz Sharif. Go to in like a 1970s or 1969. What he has by that time and what he has now. And no of his ministers are able to ask him a question. So Mr. Prime Minister, where you got all that money from? Why? Because they are so scared on a next election, he is not going to give him a ticket.
And as you mentioned the other day when he was coming from Islamabad and one little boy got...
But like I said, there is no system over there. The people are so much ignorant. They are not realizing what they really are doing. So he is a corrupt prime minister and the Supreme Court of the Pakistan threw him away and he is trying to go to the public and the publics are listening him.
And tell him why you kicked me out. Or
why you kicked me out? You really don't know why you kicked you out? You know that. Why you have a reference in a NAB right now? Why you have every single thing? First cleared yourself. And he was coming as a rally and he killed a one small kid under his car. And how much ignorant and pride he has it, he didn't even like to stop, to go back, to ask him to give the proper medication.
And they didn't stop the rally and just ask for money to give the family.
And after his ministers and they were saying, oh, he is the soldier of the Nawaz Sharif's rally and this and give
Shaheed
him
and all this.
All crap, whatever you can call or whatever the way you can put it in. And they were a poor people. They wasn't able to do nothing. 6-7 lakh was like a lot of money for them. They gave them and there was a silent. Like you are, make the people to shut their mouth because you have a power, you have a money, you can do whatever you want to do. So on that time, it's my request, especially to the educated and to the young people, to come forward, to look these things. All the stuff is happening and spread the message. This is our country.
And make Pakistan great again.
Great and a Pakistan better again.
Like what the dream of Quaid-e-Azam Ali Jinnah's dream was that. The founder of Pakistan.
So that is basically right now is the young people's responsibility to come forward, to spread the right message, to give the knowledge to the peoples. So what is right, just not follow, just look what is right and what is wrong. It's not do not, like I can say, follow a person. Like a better system who can do the better job for the system or can better serve for the Pakistan and give the chance to the new people. If the new people cannot do better, kick him out. Bring the new person. If he cannot, at least at some point you will get the better person who can serve a better Pakistan. Not the one political parties.
That's a very good actually. I want to say how he talking about the system and all this, because as you share your story today, one Pakistani little 16 or 15 years old boy. He went in the show Who Wanna Be a Millionaire show in America, and he won
$250,000.
Right, and this is Pakistani little guy and all this, and how we see how the system, how they raised and how they do the education and all this. And we have so many good students in Pakistan, so many good girls, so many good guys who want to be engineers, lawyers, doctors in a right way, a pilot and all this. But our system, just like some of the Maulvis or how the Padris and all this, they want to educate our people with the religious study and all this, and they really brainwashed the kids totally what they want to be and all this. And that's, I see that, Pakistan, 70 years by now, we still are so behind in education. In almost every part of the life, we are so behind. The basic needs of, like you always share with me, the basic needs of Pakistan, like the water, the electricity, I mean, you name it. So, so continue, please.
Like I said, there is a no basic humanity stand first.
Before the religion.
Before the religion. What is the message of the Prophet, peace be upon him? Humanity, humanity, humanity. The first question, the day of the judgment, is going to be asked, how did you serve for the humanity? First, that is the question, then every single thing goes. So there is no humanity over there. Like a rich people think the poor person is not even human. Like if you have a car, you think okay, here when we are driving, we see the pedestrian, what we do?
Yeah, we let them first the way to leave, go, and then we go.
Then we drive. Over there, if you have a car and you think some pedestrians is going, you're not giving him a way. Even you start yelling on a bad words at him, like he do not have a car, he do not have a right to live. Like the poor person do not have the right to live on this country. He do not have right to speak on this country. He do not have a right to get the good education in this country. He do not have a right to get the good health in this country. You do not get a good food on this country. You do not get a pure milk on this country, pure water on this country. Nothing is pure stand anymore on this country, and we still saying, oh, our leaders, he is a great. How he is a great? Yes, he is a great. He did a really good job for his family. He did a really good corruption for his family. He did a really good job to build his own properties.
Yes,
but like
for his bank balance and all this.
Bank balance, all that stuff. So he is not worried about the nation. So I am worried about right now as a Pakistani sitting in the United States. I am just worried about my own peoples. They are my peoples. My heart is in a pain when I seen all of that stuff with my own eyes. We do not have any kind of the system. Whole system right now is collapsed. So especially that time, I want to give the message to the young people. Please step forward. Do not wait for some angels gonna come from the heaven and help you out. God help those who help themselves.
Yes.
So you need to help themselves. For the young people, I know that. I trust them. I have a faith on them. They have a courage. They can build a better Pakistan. They can build a better nation. They can bring as a superpower in the world. But the young people right now need to be stand for the good and for the bad, just not for the person. You need to think as a nation, not as a person. So on the other hand, when you said about the Maulvis and all the pastors and what is the reason behind that? Education. If you read the sentence, you do not know the meaning of that sentence, how do you gonna call? Or what do you gonna call? You really don't know that. Same as the Quran in Arabic. We are just reading. The person even do not go in a primary school. He become the preacher of Islam. How he knows the meaning of Arabic? He just put whatever he want to put. And people are just listening. Why? Because we do not have a check and balance system on this country. So we need to bring the educated people on the mosque who can give a right message of Islam, and he can guide our nation, or he can guide our kids to what is really Islam means. And on the other hand, it's so easy these days, and we are listening, oh, he's not a good Muslim, oh, he's not a good Christian, oh, he's not a good Hinduism. Why? Because that stuff is where, like I can say that, where they are getting from the teaching, from the pastors, from the Christians, from the Hindu padris, from the Sikhism, from the any, you named it. Why? They do not have an education. So if they have an education, they will ask, what is the meaning? So they will bring the question on the table. So if we have educated people over there, they really know the meaning of Islam. They really know that we have a proper pastors